guys, it's Anna with Anna Travels, back with another review. So we're going to review the Sony ZV-1F. We're going to talk about the pros, the cons, is it the best intro camera out there, and would I buy this camera again if I had to buy another camera, or would I consider some of the options on the market? So let's get started. So I am a travel agent, so one of the reasons why I was looking for a new camera was that I was just kind of tired of carrying around. I had the Olympus OMD Mark III. I think I got the whole name right. And while that's not necessarily a big camera, it takes stuff, you know, once I factor in the lenses, the battery, you know, and then it has to be in a special case because it's a little bit bigger and you want to protect all your lenses. It just started taking space in luggage. And I really wanted to start packing lighter for my trips, not heavier, and I was just getting tired. You know, because usually I would have my camera book bag and then I would have like my regular suitcase. So I was actually looking for something smaller, something a little bit more portable, but a little bit better than, say, my DJI Osmo Action. I had like the first or the second round. I can't remember now anymore. I think I had edition 1. So this camera came on the market, I forgot when, but I was looking at it, I think around late February into March, just before our Norway trip this year. And, you know, I know that the bigger brother has a little bit more, supposed to be, has more features, supposed to be, you know, like better overall, but it's also like, I think it was like a $700 or $800 camera. And so I was kind of on a budget, and because I just lost my job, but I wanted a camera. So yeah, so this one came, I looked at all the tech reviews and all of the techs hated this camera. And I was like, well, you know, tech people, like, you know, camera tech people are professionals. Let me go look at some vlogs made by people that are not professionals. Let me see what someone that's probably on more my par, you know, I'm an amateur, I mean, not to say that they're pros or, you know, amateurs, but like someone that isn't a professional camera person. And so I liked generally what I saw. You know, I can't tell you what vlogs I watched. I could probably look at my history. But it just seemed like it was like a really good, suitable camera. I mean, I just really needed a camera that can fit in my purse with my camera, my cell phone and my clutch, you know, and this camera fit that bill. It fit, you know, the form factor is great. I could put this in even my smaller Loungefly purse with my clutch and my cell phone, and it's perfect. And, you know, it's great. And so form factor also fits in a hoodie pocket just fine. And so yeah, and it's lightweight, you know, it barely weighs, I mean, I don't know how much it really weighs, but it's not much. So it fit that bill, and it's done great. I'm not unhappy with that. It was pretty easy to use. Now, I came from Olympus. I felt like I've used Canon, I've used, my dad had Nokia, and then I went from Olympus. I felt Olympus was like the hardest menu to like figure out. So going to Sony, it was actually not that bad to me. I think if you figured out a cell phone menu system, I mean, maybe not a cell phone, but if you know how to read, press buttons, I think it'll be fine. And quality, I think the footage quality, I think has been fine. I mean, will it become like Hollywood movie footage? I don't think so, but for me, for vlogging, it's been fine. I can't really complain. One perk actually is that it captured northern lights. Now, I don't know if, like, we tried with my Samsung Note phone, and I had like a Note from like 5 or 6 years ago. It didn't take video. My friend's iPhone couldn't take the northern lights, but I was like, well, let's see what the little camera can do. And yeah, it took the northern lights. So I'll probably like show some of the footage if I can find it. It should be on my hard drive, so I can show you that footage. So I mean, and you know, you might be like, well, it looks a little light, but the northern lights were kind of waning at that point, so that's why they're not super bright. But I mean, I haven't, this is the first time I've seen the northern lights, so I don't know how other cameras do. But yeah, no, I mean, that's pretty much the pros. So we're going to talk about the cons. So I think one con is that, kind of like its older brother, the Sony ZV-1, I think it has like, I don't know, like it's a little bit narrower when you're shooting. so you're a little bit closer up, and I think that was like a major complaint of the Sony ZV-1, and this is just the little brother. They didn't change anything. What is it, the focal length? Is that the correct term? Anyways, the battery life sucks. You can plug it in and charge it, so that is good, but still the battery life sucks. So usually if I'm like, you know, vlogging, I'll have a few extra batteries just in case, and then you can, and a power bank, because you can plug it in and charge it. The durability, I mean, you shouldn't drop your cameras, period, but I did drop it once, and I feel like the product feature doesn't quite work. I feel like the autofocus is a little sluggish since it happened, but it's not bad enough for me to get a new camera. It still seems to shoot fine, but yeah, so don't drop it. Also, another thing, like, I think that, I don't know if the Sony ZV-1 does this, the first edition, but I know that the second edition, it has a little, like, close, so it closes the lens. As you can tell, I don't have anything covering it because I don't know what happened to the camera lens. I mean the cap, because it was like this big, and it's lost. So, sorry. But yeah, so I think that's one complaint that I kind of was annoyed with. I wish that it did have like a way to close the cover itself. But if you get the Sony ZV-1 Mark II, it does. So if I had to make another purchase of a camera, would I rebuy the Sony ZV-1F? It's hard to say. If I only had $400, because that is its current price on Amazon, just the camera with like the battery, like the bare basic package, would I buy it again? For $400, if that's all you have, I would grab it, you know, and I'll put an affiliate link for you right in the description so you can just grab it right now. I think if you had a budget to go a little bit more, like if you had an extra $300, I would actually consider like the DJI. I think the DJI Pocket 3 Creator Pack is like $600-ish. And then like, I think the Sony ZV-1 Mark III though is like in the $800-900 range. I'm not sure with or without the Creator Pack. So, you know, I don't know, like a lot of people don't seem to be too impressed with the Mark II, but I don't know, but I'm actually eyeing the DJI Pocket 3 personally. But yeah, so I mean, it's hard to say because everybody has their own desires, but I think that all these cameras are pretty solid. I think that if I had to rebuy this camera, I would. Like if someone, or if I like had to gift it to a person that, you know, I knew that wanted to get into vlogging, I think I would buy it again. Not that I'm gifting anybody, so don't get crazy, don't get excited. But yeah, I do think that it's a good camera to get into intro vlogging. I mean, I feel like I'm an intro still, even after 5 years or 6 years, I don't know how many years on YouTube. So yeah, I think I'm done talking. So I will talk to you guys later. You know, use the affiliate links if you need to buy this camera or the DJI Pocket 3. And yeah, like and subscribe and help me out. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers. Take care, guys.